Hello, I'm Vice President and Clam Chowder Powder Downer, JD. I've got crabs crawling around in my undervants. Let's talk about princess treatment. When President Donald Trump and I attend a diplomatic function or a dinner, I do not speak to or make eye contact with anyone until President Trump has had the opportunity to make fun of me publicly for one of my many, many faults. Once laughter at my expense has reached the appropriate volume, I will speak for 7 seconds, no more. That is okay, good. When entering a room, I always open doors with my elbows so as to conceal my hands around President Trump. This is a normal thing that humans often do. I walk with a hunchback in any given room so as to appear shorter than President Trump. As Vice President, I must appear at least 6 inches shorter than the President at all times. It's in the Constitution, I'm told. I do not select an outfit for myself before any given function. Instead, I am assigned a pair of very short and very tight pants so as to distract from President Trump's, and this is a direct quote, front butt. This is something that I am grateful for and am in no way physically uncomfortable, especially when I sit down. When we finally sit down to a meal, again, not making eye contact with any of the wait staff, I am given 2 gallons of Diet Coke to consume immediately. This is meant to offset President Trump's 1 gallon of Diet Coke, which is totally normal and a human thing to consume on a daily basis. I do not order or even mention tacos at all around the president, or chicken for that matter. The only actual food I receive during the meal is a bowl of ice cream at the end. I get 1 scoop of ice cream, but I dare not eat it because my 1 scoop is meant to accentuate Trump's 2 scoops. Trump gets 2 scoops and everyone else gets 1 scoop. This is because President Trump is a very special boy. Later, after everyone leaves, I am given approximately 2.7 minutes to consume a smoothie made from Donald Trump's leftovers before I am given my reward of a partially used break room couch and an AI-generated poster of Donald Trump saying thank you to me. It is only after seeing this poster that I am able to achieve. And that is the princess treatment that I endure, expect, whenever I am seen in public with Donald Trump. And I am also told that this is the only aspect of my life that will continue the same way after the Glaucian Mining Consortium finally takes complete control over Earth. So that is okay, good.
JD Vance, that's my name, 'cause that is the name that is me once again. JD Vance, the 2 words that make my name. JDVANCE. When you put them in order, it spells the name. That's the name I have. JD Vance.
Let me ask you about the music that's coming off the radios today, rap music, 2 Live Crew, controversy, obscenity. Talk about the music.
I think that those old folk that they got in charge, they need to be fired. And I want to tell you something, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen of all races, that don't take this thing lightly. And you said don't take it for granted because your freedom of being in jeopardy, they're trying to stop your freedom. See, this country was built on freedom of speech. You have a right to sing what you want to sing, whether it's good or bad. You have a right to wear what you want to wear, whether it's pretty or ugly. You have a right to go where you want to go, regardless. You understand me? If you want to buy pornography, a tape, or whatever it is, you have a right to do it. You understand me? And if those young guys for 2 Live Crew, if they want to sing whatever they sing, I may not like it, but I ain't got to buy it. I may not like it. I ain't got to look at it. I may not buy it. I may not listen to it. But they have a right to sing it. You understand me? You have a right to you got a right to worship God. You got the right to be Jewish, Catholic, a Seventh-day Adventist, a Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal. That's your right. Can't nobody tell you what type of church you should join. It's your right. And God gave that. Listen, I want to let you know that God gave it to you, and it's in the Word of God. Your freedom of being taken. Stand up for it. crazy people are going to ruin this country. See, the people that, these religious fanatics, they're going to call people that are true Christians religious fanatics. But there are some people that are just devils and call themselves Christians. You understand me? And they want you to stop doing everything. They tell you that they don't look at no book and up under their mattress ain't nothing but books. They tell you that they don't drink and up under their bottles everywhere. You understand me? And you got to remember that you got to protect yourself by studying for yourself. You don't take what no preacher tell you. Read for yourself.
I agree wholeheartedly with what this woman says.
MAGA, not that you even care, but I will never forgive you for this.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Don't let me go. I have to because the county of LA said I had to.
ICE is now removing undocumented foster children from their foster homes. Removing foster children from their foster homes for deportation. Y'all, I've been working in the foster care system for 28 years. I'm a former foster mom, and I adopted 4 children from foster care and fostered many others. And I have represented hundreds of children who are in foster care. And one thing all of these children have in common is they have all been through trauma to one degree or another. We are taking children who have already been through trauma and removing them from foster homes for deportation. There will be a reckoning for this in this life or the next.
You're going to have to forgive me to the woman at the end there, but I don't believe in an afterlife, so I'd like to see that reckoning come in this life. I'd like to see these people pay for what they're doing in this life, not the next. But the first woman is spot on. I will never forgive MAGA for what they've done, ever. And there are people that I am mutuals with and acquaintances with that voted for Donald Trump. And people say, well, you're friends with. Go on their lives and you'll do that. And yes, there are some people that have for a lack of a better way of putting it, have turned their ways around and have seen the light, so to speak. But the damage is still done, and they still need to own that shit. And that doesn't mean that we have to forgive them for that. I will never forgive the people I know that voted for Donald Trump for the things that we are seeing happen. I will never forgive foster kids. Don't ever fucking tell me you are pro-life again. Don't you ever fucking tell me that again. Don't ever tell me you care about the kids, that you're pro-life. You are not. You are. Stop it. That's a bullshit fucking lie. That is what you want the world to think. That is what you want to pretend you are. But you're not. If you were pro-life, you wouldn't be supporting an administration that's doing this. That's taking children out of safe, protected foster care and throwing them God knows where in God knows what fucking country. You want to guarantee the next generation of El Salvadorians or Nicaraguans or whatever hates the United States of America? Keep doing what you're doing. All you're doing is helping to further destabilize these countries' futures while fucking up the lives of these kids while claiming to be pro-life. Yeah, I'd like to see that reckoning happen in this lifetime.
The only solution that I see is to establish a firm front. And the more resolute the front, the more effective it will be.
I want to emphasize that the damage report which I gave to you is based on preliminary reports received shortly after the completion of operations. I'll take your questions and endeavor to answer them, yes.
I want to assure all of you that we understand our solemn obligation to the American people to keep them informed of developments.
These events occurred on my watch. As Secretary of Defense, I am accountable for them, and I take full responsibility.
The United States will not look the other way when fundamental principles of the international order are being challenged.
Today's congressional action will ensure our military can defend our way of life, preserve the promise of prosperity, and pass on the freedoms you and I enjoy to the next generation.
Thanks again for being here. And with that, I'll be happy to take some questions.
See, this is the kind of thing the press does, right? Whether it's the Washington Post or Fox News or CNN or MSNBC, you start a news cycle that starts to call into question the ethics. No, that's why. Jennifer, you've been about the worst. The one who misrepresents the most intentionally what the president says. I'm familiar.
You think we need to see that?
Do you have a top secret clearance, sir?
Eventually.
Can you talk a little bit more about your role, sir?
We hate Trump. 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 Hate
know that there are some pundits out there and they're saying, why does Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who come from some of the most liberal and blue states in the country, why are we here tonight? And the answer is we don't accept this blue state, red state nonsense. We are one people. You know, I used to talk about oligarchy and people say, what is he talking about? Everybody knows what I'm talking about tonight. When Trump got inaugurated, sitting right behind him were the three wealthiest people in this country, Musk, Bezos, and Zuckerberg. You know, some of you remember a lesson we learned in elementary school when Abraham Lincoln was at Gettysburg, and he was on the battlefield where 20,000 Union soldiers had died or had been wounded, and he looked out at that battlefield and he said, we are not going to forget the sacrifice they made. We are going to make a government of the people. That's why we're here tonight. We want a government of the people, by the people, for the people, not a government of the billionaire class, for the billionaire class, and by the billionaire class.
What's he building in there? What the hell is he building in there? He has subscriptions to those magazines. He never waves when he goes by. He's hiding something from the rest of us. He's all to himself. I think I know why. He took down the tire swing from the pepper tree. He has no children of his own, you see. He has no dog. He has no friends. And his lawn is dying. What about all those packages he sends? What's he building in there? What the hell is he building in there? I heard he has an ex-wife in some place called Mayor's Income, Tennessee. And he used to have a consulting business in Indonesia. But what's he building in there? He has no friends, but he gets a lot of mail. I'll bet he spent a little time in jail. I heard he was up on the roof last night signaling with a flashlight. And what's that tune he's always whistling? What's he building in there? What's he building in there? We have a right to know.
for either fascists or fascists. We had enough of it. Like Archean relics with bronze of prestige and plenty of bomb. Could be whatever we wanted to see. Our troubles met the ease and lessen the hardships for each and every common. The sequence set us apart from these evil governments. I feel we're dead in the water when we will bet in the boss man. Those deals are banned for none of us but his fucking self. Trump is the virus of the mind, strapped with this rhetoric embedded in itself in the reptilian section. I guess at this suggestion of injecting disinfectants to get a second win. Except we're testing in on him until his idol gives. All the one I did to the under 7, I'll never get to think outside the box again. A criminal minion ever since he severed strings for every Clayton setting in. And plenty rich, it kept the shit a symptom. As old Benjamin for every penny, stretch and twist him. Damn hypocrite, them immigrants are in every inch of Bedminster. Shit, why else you think this bitch is so dense? He's so effing stingy that he pinches his own sense. It'd be like 3 miles north of Markham if I ever ran into him after I gaslit him. He could but sat in the ass kicking as I tell him to pick up himself and hit the roll like Sam Kinison. His prejudice like Sheriff, it's transparent. The sixes peak with pending litigations of sex offenses, depositions stretching in the tens of millions when convicted of fucking ethic. Bigger lecturing the leftist if he has a been commencing unexpected inspections of many women in the dressing room, still in dresses, contested some badges that he possesses as a trembling just for them to not near him. Tell him just checking in. So as you work, as he brags about it, how it's Stern in an interview, it's criminals are out of fuck. Is it now with each election for office where we elect for the options for either fascists or fascists? We had enough of it. Like Archean relics with bronze of prestige and plenty of bomb. Could be whatever we wanted to see. Our troubles met the ease and lessen the hardships for each and every common. The sequence set us apart from these evil governments. I feel we're dead in the water when we will bet in the boss man. Those deals are banned for none of us but his fucking self. Fucking cunt, I hope you kick the bucket. This bitch a chuckle the gun reform is the children ducking class. That's Trump literally laughing at the country's expense. Is the federal that appears to be like a school shooting amongst the hearing impaired? Cause Trump shot up the deficit. Sincere when he said it clear to get rid of it year after year as he snared in it and gave us an ear. Which is pretty weird as he didn't care to use them except when he had to really stick his fingers in there. So many shortcomings he got me belittled. Yeah, this bitch is so shifty and slip the middle finger in a frickin' picky sweat. Not even a mirror there is set would see him as king. So no need to wet head as some pumped up round when dude left the US and the cost of fucking only PC bra was stuck to his scalp. Fuck it, cause now there will be hell to pay. He's just the arrow waving daughteress. Cause I'm murking his hooks until he starts to wake out. This sucker ain't gonna ride his ball. Accusations of racist, a fraud, wiggling a court inside him violence. So I think there's nothing that may turn him off. Call him this centennial light, cause I'll always be the dim-witted. So I say to my heart, how the fuck is it now with each election for office where we elect for the options for either fascists or fascists? We had enough of it. Like Archean relics with bronze of prestige and plenty of bomb. Could be whatever we wanted to see. Our troubles met the ease and lessen the hardships for each and every common. The sequence set us apart from these evil governments. I feel we're dead in the water when we will bet in the boss man. Those deals are banned for none of us but his fucking self. Fucking self. Fucking self. But his fucking self. Fucking self. Fucking self. None of us but his fucking self. Fucking self. Fucking self. But his fucking self. Fucking self. Banned for none of us but his fucking self. Fucking self. Fucking self. But his fucking self. Fucking self. None of us but his fucking self. Fucking self. Fucking self. But his fucking self. Fucking self. Banned for none of us but his fucking self.
want to do. We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do.
play guitar. I can't 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 play guitar.
The X-Man is back. The X-Man is back. The X-Man is back. The X-Man is back.
I can't play guitar. I
says whoop whoop. His name is Dupe and we'll do what he says whoop whoop.
It's stuck in their heads. It's stuck in their heads. It's stuck in their heads. It's stuck in their heads.
You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend.
It's party time! P-A-R-T. Live? 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 be a superhero! I could fight crime, protect the innocent. Work for world peace! But first...
It happens in countries like Russia, Iran, and China. The inner circle of the dictator get very rich, while the rest of the country struggles. Now it's happening in America. Donald Trump's chief of staff, Susie Wiles, over $4.5 million. Stephen Miller, that angry little guy his own family attacks, hundreds of thousands. Trump's former golf caddy, Dan Scavino, over $2 million. Sergio Gore, 38-year-old former DJ from Malta, over $1 million. What's Donald Trump done for you? You paying less for eggs? Your taxes gone down? Social Security offices are closing. VA services slashed. Trump's pushing the largest Medicaid cut in history and the biggest tax cut for billionaires. Trump's golden circle gets rich, while the rest of us struggle. It's not fair. Russia, Iran, China, corrupt dictatorships. And now, America. Donald Trump. It's just not working.